Welcome to our deep dive into the deceptive world of gaslighting. Have you ever found yourself doubting your own reality, questioning your memories, or feeling like you're just going crazy? If so, you may have encountered the subtle yet sinister tactics of a gaslighter. Join me as we unravel the web of manipulation by these masters of deceit, exploring the phrases that they use to sow seeds of doubt and confusion. From subtle insinuations to outright denial. We'll dissect the language of gaslighting to empower ourselves with knowledge and awareness. Get ready to shine your light on the darkness of manipulation and reclaim your truth. Let's get into it. Top of the list is you're exaggerating. This suggests that your reaction to a situation is disproportionate or exaggerated. Essentially, this is invalidating your feelings and your experiences. Many people don't know the appropriate response, but it's perfectly okay to let a person know when they are gaslighting you that they don't have to validate your feelings, nor do they have to agree with you. But the way you feel is the way that you feel, and you're going to stand on that. Another phrase that gaslighters like to use, I never said that, or I never said it. Gaslighters will often deny the things that they said or did, which will cause you to feel like you are losing your memory or you don't remember or recall correctly. Trust me, you are remembering just what was said as it was said. But a gaslighter is pretty masterful in making you think differently. You're being too sensitive. This phrase really will dismiss your feelings and your emotions. And in essence, what they're doing is hoping to make you feel like it's your fault. Don't fall for it, guys. Don't fall for it. You're imagining things, as they would say. Gaslighters will convince you that your perception and your understanding is imagined, undermining their sense of reality. They do it all the time, and they do it really well. You're just being paranoid is another one. This is their attempt to tell you that your concerns or your suspicions are not validated, or they're not rational, and they're unfounded. This will lead you to doubting your own judgment if allowed. Just be aware that this is another thing that they will say to you. And if you're not careful, you will start doubting yourself. You're crazy. Have you heard that one? That's a gaslighter's direct attack on your mental stability with hopes of making you feel like you are insane or just that you're unstable and possibly crazy. You can always just tell them that your way of thinking and your stability is not questioned from a mental standpoint at all. You're making a big deal out of nothing. That is a gaslighter's way to tell you or to minimize the way you feel and make it feel like it's really something that should not be given the amount of attention that you're giving it. They are merely attempting to make you feel the things that you feel are important are unwarranted and should not get significant attention. You're just trying to cause problems. Have you guys heard that one before? That is blaming you for anything and everything that happens. That is the attempt here, guys. A gaslighter do not want to take responsibility of their own actions, so they're going to project it on you. I was joking. Don't take it so seriously. A gaslighter will always use humor to cover up very hurtful things they will do and their manipulative behavior. And if you're not careful, they will make you feel like you're being just overly sensitive, and that's not the case at all. You're remembering it wrong. If you hear that often from a gaslighter, they are just undermining your recollection and your ability to remember and recall past events, comments that they've made. This will ultimately lead to you doubting your own recollection if you're not careful. Just remember that you remember what you remember, how you remember it. You're always so negative. That's an attempt to damage your character or question your character and make you feel like your viewpoint is consistently flawed and pessimistic, when in actuality, you're only saying things as they are, but they will twist it around and make it seem like everything you say is negative. You're too emotional. This really suggests that your feelings are unwarranted and over the top. They will invalidate your feelings and your emotions if you allow it. So you definitely want to make sure that you are looking and able to correct them when they say things like that to you. You're the one with the problem. They're deflecting. Gaslighters are big time deflecting blame. And if you are not careful, you'll feel like you are responsible for everything that doesn't go according to the gaslighter's plan in your relationship or your friendship. Everybody else sees it this way. A gaslighter will always try to isolate you and make it feel like you're the only one that feels that way, and that your way of thinking or your feeling is abnormal or unique, making you doubt your own judgment. I'm only doing this because I care about you. Gaslighters will always justify their manipulative behavior and tell you that it's only for your own good, disguising their control as concern. You're only seeking attention. This totally dismisses your expression for distress or your need for support by saying that you are exhibiting attention-seeking behavior. You're being dramatic. That invalidates your emotions and reactions by portraying them as exaggerated or insincere. Do you want that? I think that's really unfortunate. And this one right here is a huge one. You're just trying to play the victim. A gaslighter will accuse you of pretending to be victimized so that they can manipulate the situation to their advantage. You're being irrational is another one. This suggests that your thoughts or feelings lacks logic or reason, undermining your ability to think clearly. And last but not least is you're making things up. A gaslighter will always accuse you of fabricating a story or exaggerating events to make themselves feel good. This will make you question your own reality. I've given you many phrases that a gaslighter will use, and there are some more. But this is just a tip of the iceberg in terms of what you will hear from a person that is a master gaslighter. I hope that this information has been very helpful for you. Just think about these phrases and always know that ultimately a gaslighter is going to do everything they can to manipulate the situation to benefit them and not you. So with all due respect, always put yourself first. And remember, although we are imperfect beings, we are not flawed to the point that everything is our problem or our burden to bear. Until next time.